Oh,
little
Mr. Physics. Yes.
yeah, it's Mr. Physics. So I was playing with his little physics toys, and I was like holding on to that little electricity crank thing. Well, I held on to both sides, and he says that's not supposed to do anything, but I like Jade or
Was that?
Man just died.
Just say Jay.
sorry. Jay like cranked this thing, right? And I thought my heart stopped. So, I was holding both sides, and I just like stopped for a second because I like thought I died, and I'm just like sitting there with like my eyes are just completely open, just like my life flashes a little bit, and then I dropped the two rods, and then I was just fine. I felt great. Like it was so weird. Oh man, it was weird. Oh, and then there was this time when we were playing catch. Mr.
Mr.
Physics is
Physics.
this sorry, glitch. Mr. Physics' seminar was just a complete shit show. We did whatever we wanted, with the occasional lecture about bullying. And
Did you get banned?
no, he literally banned every freaking thing. Like, oh man, this guy would just okay. So there's one time, me and one of my buds who were in seminar buds, we were like fake like fighting like, and just throwing verbal jabs, but we were calling each other like a tuba Christmas, which isn't an actual insult. My buddy just saw it on my scarf and started calling me that. And so we acted like we were actually pissing each other off. And Mr. Physics goes, "Hey, that's enough." He kept doing it. He kept doing it. And then he pulled me aside because I was the senior and he was younger than me. And he's like, "Hey, do we need to have a little lecture about bullying?" It's like, no, we're joking,
Ooh,
bro.
ooh, ooh.
And then he's like, no. I'm
Adam, do
serious.
you remember when Mr. Physics gave Carter a lecture on communism?
No, he called Carter
Excuse me, what?
casually racist. He called Carter casually racist. And I was like, bro, first off, Carter's not racist. Second off, Durgan, you can't say that. People get killed now for that. Like, you can't do that.
for the audience's knowledge, Carter is a member of the Juice, a very loved member. But I can explain
He
it.
joined.
So
He joined because another teacher. He was only in my seminar because another teacher had like a complete whirlwind of events that
oh
just went
god,
south.
oh god.
You know who I'm
Oh,
talking about?
God.
You know who I'm talking
Yes.
about? Okay, let's not even get into that. I'm
Not
just saying.
not that. Maybe another time. But so anyway, I went up to Mr. Physics' room to film a government video with Adam because we made
Right. Oh my god.
we made a political party for government class that was both communist and fascist at the same time, right?
We gotta post that.
You
Um,
mean
on the
Russia?
As a
channel.
joke.
We gotta post that
We
video
did.
up on the channel.
Yeah, it was literally just if I can find that video, I'll post it. But
Sweet.
it was it's so funny. So like we're going like the most radical stuff you can with as far as an opinion goes. And so we needed Carter to just do a very minor part, like 5 seconds in the video of just him crying. That is all we
So
needed.
funny.
So we explained it to Carter, and like, yeah, it's okay. And we told Mr. Physics, and it's all good. And then, so we're walking out of the room, and then Mr. Physics, he said something to Carter. He said something. I don't even know what it was. He was probably just like, be responsible, or like, stay quiet. There's classes going on or whatever.
Yeah, no.
And then Carter walks out of the room. He's like, shut up, capitalist scum. And then he's like, he did that thing where he turned like a robot. He's like, what?
Yes.
he speed walks like a mom. Speed walks
Fuck.
after Carter. He's like he, he does that thing where he like puts the shoulder against the wall and he's like talking to Carter. He's like, so back there, what did you call me?
That is exactly how it happened too. Oh my
Me and,
god.
me and Adam had to sit there and wait for freaking Mr. Physics to get done scolding Carter because he called him a capitalist scum.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Capital.
That's what I'm saying, dude. First semester, of senior year was absolutely the greatest, and then second semester, just like 2020 happened, and it just went all bad.
Okay, hold on. Quick question.
Funny.
Shut your mouth, communist or right, fascist pig. There's something so funny about calling your teacher a or a fucking capitalist pig.
Capitalist.
We're just coming up with all of the versions.
No, like you don't understand. Mr. Physics like redacted everything that we did. He literally took away Jenga at one point.
What an
Like, who takes
ass.
away Jenga? Right?
Why did he take away Jenga?
He just okay. So what started out as a simple Jenga game turned into like freaking King Kong.
What?
I can't understand anything. It's just
Okay. We were trying to do that like challenge on TikTok where like you have like the bottom one sitting on a on one block, right? And then you pull it out with a string.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And someone was like sleeping on the floor, and we pulled it out, and it landed perfect. We thought we did it, and then it just fell over right onto their head.
oof.
Okay,
Redacted.
why was somebody sleeping underneath a Jenga game? That's a
No, we
Okay, they were
had
asking
like his
for it,
big
honest.
desk. We were sleeping. We were like playing on top of his like big desk, but the person was like sleeping right by the big desk. So it just fell over and just completely collided with their head.
oh
And they were sleeping, so like they did that like super surprised awake face. And Bert, that was just enough for Burkett. He was like, "No, Jenga's canceled."
physics.
Man's canceled Jenga.
He canceled it. He canceled.
Jenga is canceled.
The game just gets taken off the market.
I would come into Mr. Physics' classroom, and on the board there would be like things that are banned, just like little drawings. And like I came in, and you said the Tuba Christmas thing earlier, and I
Yeah.
walked in, I saw that, and I was like, "What?"
No, yeah.
You saw Jenga or Tuba Christmas?
Me and Carter and other little seminar buddy had like some good times in there.
just fucking Tube of Christmas. What the fuck?
Remember what
No,
Tuba Christmas is?
you would just walk around in there, and little seminar buddy would be like, "You stupid Tuba Christmas." Like, you are canceled. So funny. No, okay, no, the best memory I have of little seminar buddy. He was okay. So Aaron, you know, Burkett's big like desk where he puts his jacket and all.
Yeah.
Okay, so like those shelves that are on like the right side of it by that like door
With
that
the
leads into the lab.
oh shoot, yeah, with like all that technology stuff and the little
Yes, okay. So little seminar buddy gets into one of the shelves with his ass hanging out. He looks at me, but doesn't realize Burkett is on the other side of him. He goes, Adam, look at me, I'm stuck. Burkett's like, no, you're kidding. Me and Carter was done, dude. So, he just sitting there, Adam, I'm stuck. Mr. Physics face, dude.
Okay, I have one. Real quick, Kyle. Kyle's face.
He was bad. He was so bad. He didn't know what to do with us. Because,
Sorry, my girlfriend.
because he
face.
literally couldn't do anything. Because think about this. If he sends him down to the office, and he says what happens, he's like, he can get in trouble for like sexual assault or something because he walked in on that. And like, oh man, it was so funny because Burkett he was frozen.
Physics.
Okay. Physics, he was broken. Just could not. He just like his eyes went, and then he was just pissed. Like he knew he couldn't send him to the office, so he just sat at his desk completely pissed off. The rest of the day. Aaron, you know what? We had physics right after. Do you remember that day he was just completely pissed at everything?
Was that the
He
day?
just wasn't.
Was that the day he yelled at kid who sat in the front row?
Yes, that was
Oh,
it.
I
Because
love
usually
that
that would
day.
never happen.
That was my favorite. Oh my god.
It was crazy.
I
Okay,
actually
well-
that whole story made me cry. By the way, like actually made me cry. I was laughing so fucking. I muted myself for like a good minute there, because I was laughing so fucking hard.
Oh, I love physics. His class was like the truest form of good schooling, but and fun.
It's funny because like he couldn't have been like he had to know what he was referencing.
No, he definitely knew.
No, you stop. Because he can't go to the office and be like, he was referencing porn.
No, yeah, because like then like they're like, oh, we can't have a teacher who knows about this stuff.
Well, I mean, think about it. I'll call him by his drummer name, JSauce Moonman. Think about it.
What?
Think about it.
Hold
He
up,
got
who?
JSauce Moonman.
What?
I think I understand who that is.
Yeah. Anyway, so he got away with playing the Pornhub intro in his giant
yeah.
drum solo
that was so funny.
Headband game.
My God,
Like-
that was crazy.
It sounded weird because he like slowed it down a ton, right? Like, and I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. And then he played it. I was like,
but
oh my god.
Band teacher definitely knew what the fuck just happened though. If you looked at band teacher's face, he knew what just happened though.
Was that the bread game?
Yes.
That was? Oh my god. So the energy from that night was already skyrocketed.
Well, that was our last game.
Kyle, do you understand what the bread game is?
No.
Oh my god, this is a story. But hold on, real quick. Let me tell this last physics story. So Adam, you know this story. So when one time we were messing around with circuits and batteries, and this is like a true teacher freaking out moment, and I was like messing around with the batteries, and I was just like touching stuff because that's what you do if it's on your table. And I like picked up the battery, and then I forget. Mr. Physics said something. He's like he said something. He asked me a question. I was like, oh no, I'm just messing around with the batteries. Well, they have like a little battery acid on them. I said that, and I've messed with batteries before. I've touched them before, and like it's not that big of a deal if there's battery acid. You just wash your hands. And so
exactly what you had to say.
I'm like touching it. I'm like, maybe I could get new batteries. And then Burkett, Physics, he freaks out. He stands upright in his chair, and he's like, oh my god, get away from it. He sprints over, and this know-it-all kid in our class, he sprints over there too, and he's like, you're gonna have to wash your hands now. You're gonna have to wash them immediately. And I'm like, I'm sitting there like, you people,
Bro, I
come on.
put batteries to my tongue before. They don't do anything.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like leaking battery acid. It was just like that crust, that gets on from like an
yeah.
aged battery.
Like
Ah.
corrosion.
The dick
Yeah, yeah.
cheese.
Funnier. What was even funnier about that though is like the day before I was literally putting them on my tongue. The end of these, they make your tongue like vibrate, And Brian looked at me, looked the other way, looked back. Whoa. But he did not do anything near what he did when he had battery acid there. It was ridiculous.